the Lego Ninjago movie, which is the third film in what I guess you can now consider the Lego Cinematic Universe. The story takes place within the city and surrounding areas of Ninjago. And the city's constantly attacked by, I guess you can call him an evil warrior, named Garmadon. And Garmadon happens to... Excuse me, I'm still sick. He has a son named Lloyd who just so happens to live in the city, and he's constantly looked down on and treated differently simply because of his heritage. But what everybody doesn't know is that Lloyd is also the Green Ninja, leader of Ninjago's secret ninja force, which is sworn to protect Ninjago from Garmadon, and the film mainly centers around Lloyd and his struggle with being who he is in his personal life, as well as trying to defeat his father. The voice acting in this film is actually among the best that I've heard all year, and... Wait. Actually, I haven't really seen any other animated movies this year. I think the only one that I saw was Lego Batman. But anyway, Dave Franco is really good as Lloyd, and then you have Jackie Chan playing Master Wu. He's great, and actually it's Jackie Chan, he's always great. And then we had Justin Theroux, who voiced Garmadon. He was actually pretty entertaining to listen to. As for the other characters, you know, like the rest of the Ninjago force, I didn't really care about any of them. They didn't give me enough to really care about them, and I don't know, some of them had like recurring jokes that were really stupid, especially this one. I think it was the Ice Ninja or something like that. The joke was that he was a robot pretending to be a teenager, and they just kept beating on it. I actually didn't really like that joke. As for the film itself, I was excited to see it, especially because I love the Lego Movie. I am a huge fan of the Lego Movie, which I thought was very clever and satirical. And I also really enjoyed the Lego Batman movie, which is pretty much a clever spoof on the Batman property, but this film is quite different from the first two. This was mostly a straightforward tale that didn't break off really slightly to make meta or clever jokes, or at least not as much as Lego Movie or Lego Batman. The plot is very conventional, being something that we've seen and heard 1,000 times. A kid gets ignored because his father is evil, but the kid is really a good guy, and he's secretly the hero battling against the evil man, but sooner or later, the father and son have to settle their differences and basically be buddy-buddies. And it feels like it restricts the story from going anywhere else, and makes it feel like there was nothing else of the overall world than what they were showing to us. This is also the first Lego film that focuses on a single demographic, unlike the other two. Like, take Lego Batman, for instance. The property it's based off of already has generations and generations of history behind it, and God knows that there's going to be more generations down the line. Hell, Batman's probably going to be around even after I die. And like, let's not mention the big following behind Batman, whether you're a fan of the comics or you're a more recent fan of Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, just things like that. And Ninjago has a TV show that I think is pretty well liked, but doesn't really have a big following. The movie definitely is the most family-friendly of the Lego movies, and it does do it pretty well. I did have a few laughs throughout the film, but the humor just didn't hit me like the other two movies did, and it actually lessened the experience for me. I actually remember getting a bit bored. And for the animation, this is the best looking Lego film that we've had yet. Especially with the way the city looks and excuse me, and the action sequences being the highlights. I mean, the city of Ninjago felt like a living, breathing city, just better realized than even Gotham was in Lego Batman. In the end, the Lego Ninjago movie is the worst of the Lego films, but I'm not saying that it's bad, even though it's the worst. It's just that it's actually an alright movie. If you enjoyed the first two films, you may enjoy it. Just don't expect it to be as I said earlier, as clever and satirical as the first one, or just as clever and kind of meta as the second one. And this is also a good film if you just want to sit down and watch something that's family friendly. I'm going to give the Lego Ninjago movie 3 reels. Well, that'll do it for me today. Please subscribe if you haven't already for more reviews and content. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and farewell until the next video. Bye.